When it comes to working with brands, first off, just be careful. Like a minute's a really long time when it comes to videos. Like try to cut it down to 30 seconds if you can. Sometimes you got to do a minute, but keep in mind, depending on where it is that you talk about that in your video, that it can cost you like the long-term performance of a video if you talk about a brand for too long, and they don't care.
Yeah.
What they care about is, hey, I just want you to bring attention to my stuff. And they don't necessarily care about like, hey, this video is probably not going to do that great. So I worked with somebody and they wanted like a whole dedicated video in a certain way. They wanted me to add things to the titles and all that stuff. And in the contract, I was like, nope, not doing this, not doing this, not doing this. And then as I was publishing it, they were like, hey, could you do it? And I was like, if you want me to, but the video is not going to perform well if I do this. And they're like, that's fine. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it. It's perfectly fine. And I did. And that video is like one of the worst videos on my second worst video on my channel that I published within the last like probably 3 years.
The thing about brands, and I'm sure you can agree with this, and anyone in here who's worked with brands that had this happen, they make products, they sell services. They're reaching out to you, the creator, to have access to your audience.
Right.
You, the creator, you know how to...
You're the front line.
You're the front line. You know how to communicate to your audience. As soon as they try to get in the way of you communicating to your audience, it starts breaking down.
Right. It just becomes not as effective for them. I mean,
not
that's
effective.
their choice. And
Right.
it's your choice too.
Right.
If you're trying to do something of value in a video and you're like, yeah, this video, like, like it's really important to me that this does well, then make sure that you control that particular thing in terms of the amount of time. Because that one minute's a really long time. Especially if it's like a direct ad read where it's like, oh, now time for our sponsor. And then you talk about whatever that thing is for a minute. Like, already how hard it is just to get people past that first 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're going to watch audience retention go like this.
Right.
Just go
So you
down.
have to be careful.